It's your boy Fly High Jet, man, coming to y'all live and direct, man. Man, we got a great show coming on right now, man. I want y'all to know that this good brother right here, man. This is my right time right now. Let you know, keep grinding, doing what you're doing, yo. My hat off to you, man. Keep working. Floor all yours, big dog.
And man, hear ye, it's the Twin Kings in the building. You know what I'm saying? We just happy to be on your platform. Bless your stage, man. It's an honor to have us in the first place, and it's an honor to be on your platform, brother.
Big love, man. Big love. Right? So no, it's two of y'all. So one wait how both of y'all come and giving this raw talent, man. What's behind the backstory, man? Give me the raw diggity.
Hey man, for real, it came from we was 9 years old. We was walking to the store, seen a dope ass fucking cipher that my cousin was involved in. And it just happened, it was like a happenstance. We was on our way to play basketball, you know what I'm saying, go
Right.
hoop or whatever. And then we saw this cipher and we just saw people reacting and people going crazy over the words and the punchlines and the animations behind what they were saying. And we seen how different cultures came together and was supporting each other and was hanging on to every single word. And it was love at first sight, for real, for real. Me and my twin, we freaking went back to the crib, pulled out. We didn't even have loose leaf paper. We had napkins, dog, and wrote and
Right,
sat
right,
down.
right.
Yeah, sat down and penned our first rhyme, and then we just became students of the game ever since. And legit just started, studying and studying and writing, studying and writing, studying and writing. You know what I'm saying? So it really, really popped off when we went to when we got to high school. We had this hit
Right.
record called Boomerang. Our coaching staff and everybody just started playing it every time they even seen us. We was like football stars too, so they started going crazy with it, and they was like, "Yo, you guys need to keep this up with it." So we just can't kept going from there, respectfully.
Big facts, big facts, big facts, big facts. So, like, where can we get a backstory on the name?
The Twin Kings.
How
So
that come about?
yeah, originally it was the Kings County Twins. And then when we was going through the situation where we had to trademark the name, because everything that we do is legit. So when we had to, cough up the money and schematically, trademark the name, we realized that two syllable pronunciations are much more widely accepted with trademarks, by and large, especially when you're trying to have a global brand. Three syllable names was the Kings County, which was Brooklyn.
Mhm.
It kind of subjugated us to one foothold as opposed to saying like, yo, we're much more universal than just where we grew up.
Right.
um and as we sat down with the team and just sat down and boggled it down, we just said, you know what, Twin Kings. And I shout out to Twin. He's the one who kind of spearheaded that movement in the first place, because Kings County Twins is what Busta Rhymes knew us as, and a lot of other Brooklyn artists knew us as. A lot of our earlier works, if you typed in Kings County Twins, it would pop up that way. But it was just too much of a pause on every. It's too
Right.
much to say. It's too much to say, basically, as opposed to just Twin Kings. And then people, and I told Twin, I said, I'm cool with Twin Kings, but when the lawyer got back with us with the trademark stuff, she kind of was like, hey, you guys got to spell it a little bit differently because you can't trademark twin. Like the
Mm.
regular spelling of twin, you can't trademark.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, so we kind of just spelled it with the two WIIN. At first, it was two WIN, and I was like, "Nah, bro, it's two I's in this team." Essentially. So he was like, "Say less."
Okay, okay. That's a nice piece right there. Nice piece right there.
That's
So
exclusive. I'm
so
glad that you said that. I'm glad that you asked that. Not a lot of people ask that question.
so word, big fact. Glad to get that, man. Glad to get that. So the stories, what's the storylines behind y'all lyrics, man? Cause I hear it, know what I'm saying? But I know other people hear it. So what's the general base storylines coming from?
So essentially, our entire catalog is, it's all in order. Like we're the only artist that you'll probably ever interview that's going to say, hey, my entire discography is in order from start to finish, and we're building it as we speak and as we you know maneuver through the industry and stuff like that. So like a lot of what we do is very calculated, and
Right.
everything we're doing is very meticulous. So like our entire track titles from the very first one that we put out till now is an ongoing poem that's relaying a message that you can read like a book. Like even if you go
Right.
back to my most recent album and you read the track titles from top to bottom, you'll know like, okay, wait, where did this come from? But it's still a message. Like you're still getting a message every single project that we drop, even the singles. So like, and the double how meticulous it is, even the album names do the same thing.
All right.
So
So what you saying? The album, right? So living in the past. Excuse me. Your album "Living in the Past" talks about growth and looking back. How does that relates to your life?
I mean, that album was a black empowerment album. We kind of used our real life, experiences and being black in America, that perspective. We used that and kind of fueled it to try to bridge that gap between us as African Americans and us as Africans. You know what I'm saying? We kind of there's kind of a disconnect from that culture. We kind of look at each other like we're two separate races, and we're really not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We kind of got this blended idea of, because I'm also Native American, I'm African, and I'm West Indian. So it's kind of like you kind of got that blended thing with being African American and stuff like that. And there's different labels. I just feel like the labels are stupid if we just really look at the core crux of it.
Right.
We're Africans, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of re-bridging that gap and adding our own twang to it. It's like we're our own tribe over here. It's just that we've never put a name on that tribe,
Right.
essentially. And that album kind of explores the depths of all the different things that we are dealing with here, and we're not really looking back to seeing how far we come and all the things that we've done. We're just kind of dealing with where we're at now, and there's no unity, and we're trying to build back that unity to make sure people understand like, hey, we're living in the past for real. Like even every minute that goes by is the past. Every word that you say is the past. So
Right.
we're living in it. Essentially every decision that we make is the past. And we can't look towards the future until we address that first. And recreate that camaraderie and that unity, and essentially is what we're talking about with that album. And the album is very strategic because if you the way we did it sonically, we tuned all the track titles to a healing frequency, and
Right.
we also made sure that it's like in a loop. So like in the beginning of the album, you hear us running, and then at the end of the album, you hear us running again. It's made to be played on a loop so that you get
Mhm.
all of what it's supposed to be, and then when you break that loop, that's when you can move on. And
Right.
essentially,
Right. So all right. So give us hit me with this, right? So and freezing summer sounds like a big change moment. What does that album meant for you?
oh yeah, Afro Summer. That was the first time that we stopped. That's the first time that we actually got back to our roots of boom bap and that pure hip hop thing. The funny thing is that people don't really realize that when we did the She Made Heaven Fall album and the Afro Summer album, those albums were supposed to come out at the same time, and it was
Right.
supposed to show people the difference between hip hop and rap. We were supposed to try to show people sonically what that sounds like. But after conversing with our castle, they said it would be too much for our core audience to grab initially, so we just separated it. But that's essentially what that was. Like that album was a pure hip hop album, and the She Made Heavenfall album was a pure rap album. Like it's
Right.
bar
Right.
heavy. It's like everything that we do is consciously driven. Like we're not talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. Like everything that we talk about is like we've really done it, and we're living it now, and we're speaking from experience. Um, and that's like it's kind of like that duality of like hip hop and rap, and how we form our sound to sound like that on each and every single track. So yeah, that was a fun times.
All right. So boom. Check me out. Right. So this is about to do a little something real quick, man. I'm about to play this record right here, man. I want you as it goes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it here and there, but
Hmm.
you tell me what you think about this record, man. I ain't gonna say the name yet. Let you know what the name is.
Say less. That's the intro to the Living in the Past album. That's a skit. So you hear us running through time. Essentially, that entire intro to that album is us running through time. Like you hear us running from the plantation, and then you hear us running into the modern day.
Right, right.
Right. Like sonically,
What
it's
makes
made to be
someone's work a work of art?
sonically that intro it
Wait,
was
you do
built
this
a certain way for it to
self-hypnosis?
be my fault. That sonically it was built that way to be a a true intro to like it's supposed to grab you into the story in the first place to make you understand like yo we're running from something. We all have to stop running from
Now
something.
play this.
Forget is the actual intro song to the album. The very
Yeah.
next one.
Wait till she get back in here. I didn't got the hitting buttons I wasn't supposed to touch.
I got you. If you want to, you could read the track titles from top to bottom, so that people can understand that we actually we provide a message every single time that we release something.
Right, right.
Because it's one thing like it's one thing to get like uh you hear your favorite artist about to drop something and you go yo let me see the track titles and then you see the track titles and then you're really just looking for how long it's gonna be, how many tracks is gonna be on it, who's featured on it. You're not really getting that poetic element that we provide with the track titles. And
All
we're
right.
doing all right. I'm listening.
So go with this song right here in Paradise. All right. So
Ah,
we gonna go with this right here, right? So
that's in
this
Paradise.
this, this right here in Paradise.
Hmm.
So we gonna let it rock a little bit. Okay, talk to him. Give me your hand and let me enjoy your vibe for the night. Take a chance and understand that I can change your life. Travel the world, just you and me, girl, all night. See the sky forever, paradise. Give me your hand and let me enjoy your vibe for the night. Take a chance and understand that I can change your life. Travel the world, just you and me, girl, all night. See the sky forever, paradise. See, there's something about you. You a little different than the others. You look so amazing on the surface. I can only imagine undercovers. You were that bad. I will fight your brother. See, and I can make you happy from a different type of lover. I think we are made for each other. So why not take a chance? Try to put the world in your hands. Tell your friends you had plans. Send them in advance. You headed to Jamaica just to dance. I'm sure you shine brighter when you tan. Land in Japan. Make a generation in the sand. Next life, do this shit again. Come on, hop in. Are you ready for the ride of your life? That's the ride of your life. Shit, you can ride it all night. I know you ain't safe, you can treat me like a bike. Have you in the air, you be looking like Mike. Got you looking at me now like nigga, get it right. I'm serious, I ain't say psych. More or less, what you doing for the night? Dinner was great, what you doing for dessert? Creme brulee, why you grabbing on my shirt? Oh, give me your hand and let me enjoy your vibe for the night. That,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was a
definitely
very
a vibe. That was definitely a vibe, man. But go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. Floor all yours, though.
hey man, that record right there, man. Shout out to D'Angelo Coates, man. He was a dope singer. We ran into at a party at the Mean Front. He was like, "Yo, da, 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 woo, woo," I sang. Brought him to the studio. I wrote that chorus down. He did it to perfection. You know, I can't say enough about that record. I mean, a lot of our fans they're used to us being very hip hop and gritty and rap. they don't really get that smooth side of us all the time. So we try to do our best to provide that from time to time to let people know, like, hey, we got so many different bags. You really just gotta, we try to keep that 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 aura of unpredictability. Like you never know what you're gonna get when you click on a record from us.
Right, right. That's dope. Definitely dope right there. That was a vibe. But I'm about to we're gonna get into some more though. We're into some more records of yours though.
Let's do
But
it.
in the meantime, between time though, with how coming up in New York, you feel like that created your sound and the way you go about
Man, hip
your style and being treated to things.
man, hip hop in New York, man, it's an uphill battle for real. Cause you're talking about the Mecca. You're talking about where it came from. It's so competitive on a day-to-day thing because I mean you run into just damn near anybody in New York, they swear they rap. Not everybody does it professionally like we do, but everybody has some bars. So like,
Right.
even measuring up to the people that really ain't taking it serious but got the talent to take it serious, you're still peeking your ear and you're listening because they competing with the same people you competing with and everybody's coming with it. So like nobody's like taking their foot off the gas like, oh yeah, maybe, like, nah. If
All
when you
right,
hit
all right. I
yeah.
got one right. I got a question right between the two of y'all right because I know you probably got a song that y'all just dropped. Know what I'm saying? Or it could be past or future. Know what I'm saying? That y'all go back and forth where you like, man, this the one, and you like, nah, this the one. Know what I'm saying? Y'all going
Mhm.
back and forth on like. So for the people, know what I'm saying? Which song you think that know what I'm saying that y'all two that be going back and forth. Those give me two the song that you think he would pick and yours.
that
And
that we think that we
for the
think is like the
people
one
that
that's
the
going
people would want to hear.
uh damn, the people want to hear, honestly speaking, numbers wise, Then She Came is probably number one. And then number two, I would probably say Amongst Some Liars will probably be the two records that are like, oh my God, these are, because like the people, our castle specifically asked for a strip club song. Because they was
Right.
like, yo, yeah, you got bars. Yeah, you're nice with lyrics. Like, how does that cross over to the clubs? And they was like, yo, we want to hear a
So
club record.
okay, now them songs what albums are they are they
So
on?
Then She Came is on the When She Came album, or the
Okay.
it's an EP. It's called When She Came. It's the Then She Came is the first song on that EP.
All right, so boom, so check it out, right? We're gonna tap
Yeah,
into
this
that real
one.
quick. In the
This one.
comments,
This
let me know what y'all think in the
we we
comments.
we bought a whole strip club and went buck crazy.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah, I love the way it shakes. Yeah, you got what it takes. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Put it all in my face. Hey, look at all that cake. Yeah, baby, I'm a dog. Let me see on your paws. Shake it for me, of course. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Come here, come sit. I'ma make you my bitch. Bust it down, do a split. Show me all your tricks. Make it clap for your toes. That's a standing ovation. I ain't a rich nigga, no, but I throw a vacation. Ain't no telling on the Brooklyn. That shit was just places. This full of dead faces. How far you want to take this? Yeah, babe, it's my birthday. I'll let you blow the candle. They say I'm too hot to handle. Bad on, that's FanDuel. This is on your navel. Plan B, you say no. You gon' do what I say so. Turn around and make it shake. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah, I love the way it shakes. Yeah, you got what it takes. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Put it all in my face. Hey, look at all that cake. Damn, baby, you a savage. I'll invest in a bad bitch. Love the way your ass is. Face down on my mattress. Top golf playing, Tiger Woods playing. Drake said you need practice. Can you ride how you lap dance? Cause I can fuck when I drive. You passenger side. Hand gripping your thighs. Zip it down, open wide. Here's a shot, say I. Gotta sound like Megan. Cause I'm hung like a stallion. Question is, can you take it? Thick girls can't take dick. Yeah, girl, I said it. It's true if you let it be. Blind man, I'm trying to see. That was a vibe right there, man. Definitely a vibe
Yo,
right there, man. Well, I'm gonna hop on this one right here, man. Let me know what y'all think about this one too, man.
hey, look at all that cake. Yo, we went buck crazy, buck wild crazy in the
We
damn
got
strip
to the
club with
point
that one.
where literally anybody can build a fully
We
working
went
app without knowing how to code.
buck
This is
wild in the
Week
strip club with
44.
that song.
This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI.
So you went buck wild with that jump.
We had to. Okay, yeah, that bitch Brianna, that's my shit. This is vulgar as hell, but you remember that song Becky that Plies did?
Right, right,
This
right.
the black version.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what you talking about.
These wigs, that's mine. That's her. Nah, stroke. Cuffing. Bullshit. Jones. Should be. Should be.
You made her a beast. Sit her to heaven while clapping them cheeks. I get moves on because she couldn't breathe. Two to the top and she got
You
it in
gotta
green. She
breathe.
is white. She'll be Becky, but since she is black. She
Black.
is Brianna. I let her
I
look
love
me.
that
Keep
bitch.
it honest. Look up when you stop. Know who your
What
man
you
is. You
doing?
mind your manners. I just wanna
Just
face down and to that stop. Scream loud. I do what I want. Kung loud. I'm packing a punch. Crack sounds. I'm deep in the guts. Pull out. They come in the mouth. Round shoes. She know what to do.
do.
Niggas think we live
We
in the
live in the
zoo.
zoo.
Poltergeist. How the furniture move. Towel down. She like a masseuse.
Masseuse.
Energy breaking the rules. Greek life. She bringing the dudes. Get strong. Get strong. These weeks.
We
Keep going for hours. That's mine. You know she's swallow. That's
that's her.
go. Get tired. You let that go. You know it's not mine. It's not mine. That's true.
True.
Who said I was cuffing? Yeah. These
That's
moves.
all.
Fuck it. I endorse it. No joke.
Yo,
You got that super hand. Correct. She go with them steady dropping them drawers. She gets her friend and they both get involved. They offer me cake and she blowing the candle. It's only two pieces. I know I can handle. She dropping it on me, your friend on my face. Asking me shit like how does it taste? I ain't gonna front that little pussy is sweet. And this shit is crazy, been fucking for a
we,
week.
we,
I know I'm tired, I just finished fucking. She calling me now. She just wanna suck it and after this song. Definitely go crush.
definitely go
I'm
crush it.
fucking her friends. She don't even care about it. She just wanna take. Think she done did it to her. She my biggest fan. And I ain't even famous yet. She thought it was me. Just to let my twin hit. He was like, go crazy, crazy with it. This bit is a
It's the
free.
free.
And it's just stay wet. It's like a machine. Neck
Like,
don't
go
get
get
tired. You
tired.
can't
But
even
you
breathe.
can breathe.
And I never can answer this shit, please. But what I do know, this she a beast.
Different.
This bitch, different. Mouth game, dripping.
Ripping.
Real
Built
life,
like,
anime. On her knees, she pray to me. Knees weak, get strong, get strong.
yo,
Definitely dope right there, man. Definitely a vibe, man. So how what's the creative process between the two of y'all? What's the difference?
man, honestly speaking, it's the duality, bro. Between me and Twin, like we normally be like, kind of bouncing ideas. We both hear a beat and we both vibe differently because like our creative process is like we'll be in like our own little space and then we'll come up with something when we both say yes to a beat. And normally, like we both actually like we pick the vibe of the beat and then we push it, and whoever's idea is better that we like better, we'll just go with. Kind
Right.
of gets rid of the back and forth banter between like, nah, we should do this, nah, I should do this. It's like, yo, if you came up with something better, we going with that.
Right.
And I can't tell you how many beats. I think for the first record that you played, the Then She Came record, that I wrote my verse over about 4 times because Twin was like, because we're our both biggest critic. It was like, yo, that's not it. So I had to rewrite my verse multiple different times,
Right.
just to fit the scheme that he wanted for that song because he created that sound, and we kind of like play on that. I'm more of a hip hop guy, that's like that's real, boom bapish, and he's the same way, but his creative bag that be on like alternative like rap beats or like you know stuff that's not considered like pure boom bap. He's fucking elite on. So like
Right.
we kind of like play on each other's strengths and stuff like that. So most of the time it's like yo when I came up with the Brianna song and I said yo I wrote this dope ass verse to this beat like yo what you think about it and he was just like yo yeah because I said yo honestly speaking the cast was asking for sexual songs and club records. Let's do it. If they take sex sales, then fuck it. That's mine. So we literally was like, cool. And I just took it and ran with it. And he heard what I said. I said I want to make the black version of the Becky song. Because when Plies came out with Becky, I was like, everybody played that shit. I fucking played that
Right.
shit all the goddamn time. And I was like, yo, Plies, that was fucking elite. But I was like, yo, I've gotten better head from black women. I don't know what bitches Plies was fucking with, but
So right, so all right, so with that part, right? So so what's next for y'all? What's coming up? What we got coming up with y'all? What's going
so
on?
we have a thank you to our fans series coming up. That's going to be specifically only put on our website. Um, our website's gonna be the only place that you could find these albums. The castle asked us for, and when I refer to my castle, I'm saying like my castle is like is not our fans because I don't want to say that they're fans. Like, nah, we building a kingdom here. You with us. We riding together till the wheels fall off. So when I refer to them and I'm like, hey, yo, you in the Instagram, team chat, and I say, hey, yo, we doing such and such and such. What do y'all want to hear next? Most of the people said, yo, they wanted to hear, two separate albums from us, and they wanted us to kind of differentiate who we are because there's two of us,
Mhm.
the twins, and people can't really decipher who is what and who's good at what. So what we decided to do was we're going to drop a tape series that's going to be specifically focused on showcasing that. So I chose
Right,
to come out with an album that's specifically on how I fell in love with hip hop and all the things that I love about hip hop,
right,
and
right.
that feeling behind it. And Twin, he went fucking ape shit with bars on his shit. He went boom bap and went fucking ape shit on boom bap records. So like it's kind of like that duality where people can really like see like what different things we bring to the table creatively when we do our own individual shit. That's essentially what's coming out definitely at the top of next year for sure.
We
um
got a comment in the chat said where he from.
I
You
am
want to tell the
from
people?
yeah, so I am from Brooklyn, New York. East Flatbush, specifically in the 40s. If you know, you know. If you want to know the exact block, it's Schenectady and Avenue D, in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. But I have a lot of strong ties, and I also spent time in the DMV where I currently reside now. Um, yeah, I have, yeah, absolutely. So I rep the DMV and I also rep Brooklyn for sure.
Roger
Specifically,
that, Roger,
In the DMV, specifically Maryland. I fuck with Maryland. You're
Roger
uh,
that. Big love, big love,
Baltimore Black Sox, baby. You're
big love. So with that being said, right? So we're gonna go ahead and continue and keep this
She
thing
said, "Not,
going. She said
hey,
not though.
hey, it's not the type of boom bap you think it is. Like you know how like Griselda be doing like the slow boom baps. Nah, we not talking about that type of boom bap. So yeah, nah, not at all, not at all. It's not that kind of boom bap. I do a lot more than that shit. So trust me.
Right. So what mark do you want to leave on hip hop?
I just want to make sure that I don't know when my death date's gonna be. It could be whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had a very storied life in the army and you know the hood and I can go on. I've lived like at least four different lives. So respectfully, I just want my words to outlive me. The whole entire thing that we're doing in the first place is that our music that we're doing, the reason why it's so organized and so meticulous, because we want anybody that's going to come after us to be able to say like, yo, nah, the twins from the beginning to the very end, they fucking put out projects that, gave us messages and made us feel like, yo, we're riding with you during this entire journey. You know what I'm saying? So like, whatever message, whatever things that I learn, I always try to give back as much as possible. So I just want my words to outlive me. That's it.
Right. All right.
For those who don't know, if you wanted to, you can read the latest album in regards to the way the track titles are laid out, and you tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong.
Big facts, big facts. Go read it, y'all. Challenge the man to what he just
That's it.
said.
That's
But
it.
in the meantime, between time though, right? It was a thing that I was about to hit on, right? So dealing with your castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have your castle ever really said, "Hey, this song got me through a moment"?
For sure, man. I can't tell you how many people like I think on the last album, I think it was To Live Rightfully. This guy told me, he was like, he hit me up in the DMs and was like, yo, bro, yo, I was stuck in the hood doing the same stupid shit on repeat, dog. And I can't tell you how many times that I listened to that song and it motivated me to book a ticket to go somewhere. I didn't even have a passport, blah, 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 blah. He said, man, by the time my boots hit the ground on on another soil, he was like, bro, I was sold, bro. Like, you was fucking right. I needed to fucking get out of my comfort zone and really go explore and experience some new shit. And he was like,
Right.
yo, he said it changed his fucking life. Yep,
So
this song exactly right here. Yep. There's more to life than money,
It's
nigga.
more to life than money, nigga. And fucking hoes, better
Better
travel.
travel.
Explore the world, get out the hole. Death will find us all. Now you know, be remembered or be forgotten.
God.
In control. Aboriginals, the land we stepping on. Against the norm, seen a poor couple in love. I felt happy for him. Every rich man that I met, stress was
This
a
was the
ringtone.
one.
Lonely road, travel for information. How far you going? Peace, love, family. God grant you more time to own. Bless the grow old with another soul. Don't die alone. Wise words by the old minds. I hope you know. You live better when you think better. The more you know. The life, the money, nigga, and fucking hoes. It's for the world. Get out the hole. Death will find us all. Now you know. We remember and you forgotten. You in control of life. The money, nigga, and fucking hoes. Travel. It's for the world. Get out the hole. Death will find us all. Now you know. We remember and you forgotten. You in control. Claim to be ghost. You ain't even used to these feats. You take your time when you come. You won't notice it's steep. I'll take your fears for the beat. Fridays never seem bleak. Thinking that you won't make it. Make up this for the mistake. Fear being self. How the fuck we gon' know when it's weak? European dialect in the country interrupting our speech. Waking up from this dream like Martin ain't see this piece. It's more like Malcolm to me. Being stuck on this block. I guess we still hang around trees. I pray when the lights cut on. Most niggas to leave. Picture rooted in material. Sorting degrees. The angles they use to trick you. You need a protractor to see. The math that we used to preach. It wasn't all numbers you see. Square root of you. 5% of what you think you need.
square root of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk to him, nigga. Talk to him one
No, real
time. Talk
shit.
to
Real
him.
shit. Real shit. He was like, yo, man, he's like, that record changed my fucking life, dog. I said, yo, real shit, dog. There's more to life. Because
Big
people get so used to being stuck in their comfort zone that they don't leave. And they don't realize that no different than what I had to realize when I got to Brooklyn. Like, it's more than just the comfort of being able to buy what you want 24 hours a day. There's
right,
more
right.
than and that
So,
that, that
so we got another question right here in the comments, right? She said to piggyback your question, what mark do you plan to leave for younger generation? Because my son do music.
the biggest mark that I want to leave behind with my music is that, be more expressive and specific with how you speak. Your words are like spells, and what you speak in this world will come to fruition. So if you speak death, money, murder, violence, you're gonna receive death, money, murder, violence. But if you
Big
speak in a
fact.
way where you're understanding that your words actually carry weight and they matter, you won't just say anything or be quick to anger or quick to succumb to emotions. So the biggest thing is that be as expressive as possible, but be more creative with how you say it and what you say.
True indeed.
As long as you keep
Great.
God in the middle of that, you good.
So right, if you could change one thing in the game that it is right now, what would you change it?
I would change the idea that the machine aspect of it. I think that artists need to pick a much more grassroots approach to, building an actual kingdom. Artists forgot about the work ethic that it comes with, and I think that when you join a team that's already moving, it's a lot easier to say, hey, I'm assigned to a bigger label and, gain this fan or gain these fans that might follow me for the rest of my career from something that somebody else already built, as opposed to building it by yourself. Like when I turned down those 2 or 3 record deals, when we turned those down, it was about like, how dare you tell me I can't achieve this without you? Like you're fucking tripping. I don't mind taking the stairs to the top. I don't care
Mhm.
how many people you give the elevator to. I don't mind working my ass off to get up there. So even if I can reach one person on every single small platform that I could possibly meet, those are much more memorable and fans and people that want to join the castle and actually be a part of what we're doing. Those are much more lifelong, experiences than anything else that anybody can just give you. You feel
Right,
me?
right,
So that's something I would change in the game. There's a lot more people who make some bullshit records to ride a wave to get a record deal immediately, and then they realize halfway through the record deal that it was a wrong deal.
right. So I, if you could, the way that this going, right? If you could really tell the youngins right now, right?
Mhm.
What kind of game can you give them right now?
Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Learn it all. Being a hip hop artist is not fucking easy. Anybody can pick up a mic and go to a studio, pay a couple $100 and record a song, get it mixed and mastered, and put it out on DistroKid. That is 0.1% of what you actually have to do. Because if your business is not in order, you're going to get taken advantage of, and it's not worth your time and effort to do all of that in the first place, or your creativity. So if
Right,
I had to tell the youth, like, there's different positions in hip hop and in the rap game. You don't have to be the guy with on behind the microphone. You could be the manager. You could be the camera guy. You could be the guy that's marketing. You could be the guy that's focusing on the business aspect of it. You could be the guy that's planning the fucking trips. You could be the guy that's planning, reaching out to different promoters. You could be that guy. Like you could be the guy that's directing the music video. There's different positions in hip hop that I think that so many of us think that you have to be the guy behind the mic that's giving out this message. That's not the case. There's many more positions that get paid way before a hip hop artist. Like for example, as a hip hop artist, as a rapper, as an artist, I am the last to get paid.
mm-hmm.
My cameraman gets paid first. My marketing guy gets paid first. My producers get paid first. My videographer gets paid first. My marketing team and my scouting team gets paid first. My person that's in charge of like directing the website gets paid first. Like a lot of other people get paid first for their time before I even see a dollar. So whatever money that you're getting with hip hop, you're gonna have to funnel it back out
Right back
first.
out.
So respectfully, especially early on, especially through independency, if you don't have a good team that are all bought into what you want to do, you're going to fail. Number one. Number two, there's a lot of fucking scams out there in this hip hop game, and there's so many people that are gonna scam you to do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just be very meticulous with how you spend your money because these scams get
Right,
very creative. And lastly, if it's something that you really want to do and this is really for you, have fucking fun, man. Like have fucking fun. Like if my life wasn't involved around my music, I would have stopped a long time ago. But like,
right,
my wife, my son, my kids, my job. I have a regular 9 to 5 like anybody else do, but I'm busting my ass to make sure that people in the industry, they know for a fact, they're like, yo, how the fuck are these 2 motherfuckers able to sustain, this job and be able to have this type of output in the first place? Is because it's a part of my life, like
right,
legit part of my life, and I'm able to invest in it, and I'm doing very, very, very fucking well for my life. I don't have to rap. That's the beauty between me and Twin. We both have 6-figure jobs and we're retired military. We don't have to rap. You know what I'm saying? But like people forget that that aspect happens behind it, and people forget that you can do it. Until my hip hop money surpasses, which it's getting close, until my hip hop money surpasses my regular job, I ain't fucking
Mm-hmm.
quitting, but I'm gonna keep doing the same thing because it's a part of what I'm doing. Real talk.
Right.
I ain't faking it for nobody.
Hey, that makes sense though. Make great sense
Facts.
to me.
It's facts. Like I said, me and Twin both had the opportunity. We turned down 2.5 million because they didn't want to give us an exit clause. It could
Mm,
be something. It could be something because we're educated. It's one thing to say like, "Yo, I'm a sign this deal." Or you're gonna give me how much up front? Okay, cool. But you forget that taxes go involved. Taxes are involved with that. So 2.5 million really turns to
right.
1.5 million, and then half of that 1.5 million that you're gonna split between two people is gonna have to go to marketing and promotion, and then the other 500,000 that you probably would have split between two people is 250 a piece, and you think you could live off that for 3 years? Or if that contract is 4 years, 4 years, 4 albums, you think you're gonna live off that, especially with no exit clause in that album? When they go, oh yo, we don't like this album, submit a new one, because they have creative control. It's those small things that people don't realize that goes into it, and people don't like the idea of having to work hard and finding those people that really fuck with you on the ground level. That's the
Right.
reason why. That's the reason why we were able to, reach places and get a whole shitload of website sales in other countries. We're just
So right, that's you making great sense on that, right? So with that being said, right, we're gonna let you just for the people one more time, man. State your name and where everybody could find your music at, and let everybody know what the brand is about.
Hey man, look, it's the Twin Kings. Hear ye, it's the Twin Kings in the building. You can spell that too. WIINKINGZ. You can find us anywhere. You can Google us. If you type in twinkings.com, you can find us on our website. A new website is loading right now. I'm currently trying to get that unveiled in about a week. Um, the the current website is up and running. You can find us on social media platforms. If you just put an underscore between Twin and Kings, spelled the same exact way, you can find us anywhere you want, man. We're everywhere. Honestly speaking, we own that Google knowledge bar on Google. Not a lot of artists know to do that. Make sure you own your knowledge panel. So
Big
you can
fact,
find all of our links everywhere. So we're here.
big fact, big facts. So we're gonna hit it with one more song, yo, and see what's going on here, man.
Let's
See
do
what
it.
we got going on here.
Surprise me, man. We got a lot of music out, dog. I'm not even gonna
See
hold
what
you.
we got. Let's go, let's go. Going through the Rolodex here. You definitely right, boy. You definitely got a nice little catalog here as
Hey
we
man, hey,
scroll through.
it's a lot. It is a lot of work. Because the one thing I didn't like was listen to my favorite artists, and then like they have like two artists, like especially some new artists that I'm listening to now, like the catalog is short. So
Hmm. Here we go. Here we
oh
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know how you feel.
It's deep on how you feel.
Hey, this is the number one song in Israel for early this year.
Okay, okay. Big shout out to Israel.
I know how you feel, baby, it's gonna be okay. Tell me how you feel, nigga, I feel the same way. Screaming, fuck the world, nigga, see it ain't no way. I'm stuck in my mind, on these streets so I can escape. Tell me how you live, none of my you running. Everybody got problems and we barely got these bills, but we still alive. You already know this life is hard. Get off your ass, go and get it, cause this world is hard. Listen up. Wake up, grind, no sleep, fly back, get this sleep. Wake up now, repeat my life machine. Yo, bitch, here, blow me, run this shit. Me, no, yo, stop, with me. I get this shit by me. I'm selling and rapping, these niggas is capping and rapping, these niggas that over my head. The bars, the delivery pills, the bird, the shows. You niggas ain't hear what I said. I'm dipping, I'm definitely selling and writing. I bet you going up on your neck. Shit from girl to girl, getting it more than love. The 7 I said, shout out to garbage man. Yeah, I love
Love
this shit.
that,
Don't be
man. Love
fucking
that.
with
That
me.
done was definitely a vibe right there, man.
Mhm.
Definitely a vibe.
How you feel?
So right, this is your boy Fly High Jet, man, coming to y'all live and direct, man. Big love to you, man, coming through, man. Once again, go ahead, man. Not introduce yourself, but introduce yourself, man. Let everybody know where to find you, where to follow you, man. And big love, man.
Hey, peace, God. I appreciate your platforms. Hear ye, hear ye. It's the Twin Kings in the building. If you see me, you see Twin. It don't matter if we here or not, together or not. We always in the same spot. You can find us at 2winkingz.com. Everywhere that you want to find us, we on. You can just Google that. You'll find us. I promise you, we are everywhere. We're making our small staple known. Every building block, every word that you hear us say, every track that we put out, it's all meticulously done. We are the only artists that you're gonna ever find in this entire music industry that have a catalog that makes fucking sense. Enjoy.
You hear that, man. You hear first on Them Talks Crazy, man. Big love, man.
Hey man,
We
salute
out.
to you, God.